What's up, people? I need everyone to listen up. Listen up carefully, especially the black folks, like melanated people. Need you to listen up and listen up carefully. This is not to insult anyone. It's not being racist. This is to bring awareness to my people, the black folks. Because a story like this lady you see right here, Tamla, Horsford, she lost her life. I'm going to tell you about this story, and I'm going to play a little clip of the video. This is part 1 of part 3 that I'm doing. This story right here caught my attention when I first saw the title, and then seeing the photo of the group of women she was around. And you see it was at least 7 Caucasian women. Like I said, this video right here is to bring awareness, because it's like my 3rd time hearing about a story like this where you have only one black person in the crowd, whether it's a party or a get-together around a group of Caucasians, and the black person is the only one end up dead. Now, when I heard this story, I had only watched about maybe 51 seconds, not even a minute. And I saw the photos of the Caucasian women, where you see them sitting on a sofa, on a couch, whatever you want to call it. There was one woman, she had a laptop, and she was the only one who wasn't smiling. But you see all the women smiling. You see Tamla. She had on her onesies, her white onesies, as I'm going to show you. Looking very comfortable. Some of them you can see they was drinking. Don't know what they was drinking, but you can see they was holding a cup. But I'm going to play this video and get back to my commentary, but I'm going to say this first. When I saw this video, part of it, and hearing the title, the title is "The Only Black Woman at the Party Was Found Dead." And shout out to Trending Tragedies on YouTube for putting out this story. And, you know, it's just sad because, like I said, this is like my 3rd time hearing a story similar to this. Like I said, where you have only one black person and a group of Caucasians, and the black person end up deceased. Not saying these women had anything to do with it, because oh man, I just don't know where to start, because it's sad, because I knew it was more to the story, and I knew there had to been more people involved. I didn't think it was just these females. I really didn't think these females had anything to do with it, but I really believe almost 100% that it was a cover-up. And not saying they had anything to do with it, but I'm going to get into it more. But I want you to check this part of the video out, and I'm going to have some more things to say about it.
Just let this go.
I cannot let this go, because I know that what they said did not happen to her.
So we went through it all as well to take you inside the investigation to understand why the family remains convinced police are still missing pieces to this puzzle.
Look, I'm bringing y'all a story that's been eating at me for years now. We're talking about Tamla Horsford, a sister who went to what was supposed to be a fun girls' night and never made it back home to her babies. And listen, this case has been one of the most talked about stories I've ever covered, and for real good reasons. Like, the questions we still have, they're loud. Way louder than any answers we've gotten.
I'm going to pause right there. And I want you to take a look at this photo right here. That's Tamla in the middle, the only black woman with the onesie on. As you see, there's 3 Caucasian women on one side. There's 4 on the other side. Like I said, there's one with the laptop. She's the only one that's not smiling. All of them look happy. They look happy to be around each other. You see Tamla with her arm around one of the Caucasian women. They all look happy. You know, you see at least 4 of them drinking. They got something in their hand. Hell, it could be water. You never know. But I knew it had to be more. And I'm going to get to that later in my other part of the video. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Don't want to give too much, but I had to actually watch the whole video because when I first did this video, I only watched a few seconds. And I say I want to do a video on this talking about this, but like I said, this video is about bringing awareness to, as you see, this picture right here. Just looking at the picture, there's only 1 black woman, and there's 7 Caucasian women. You wouldn't think anything would happen. They all look happy. They all look happy. Except the one over there with the laptop. But for the most part, they look happy. Probably talking about, you know, old stories back in school or boyfriend, husband, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. They just chopping it up. Talking about good times, you know. I'm going to get into it, you know, talking about what happened to Tamla Horsford. I want to talk about this part. One of the women Tamla had became friends with through her son's football team wanted to celebrate her 45th birthday by having an old school pajama party. So this had supposed to be an old school pajama party, ladies only. But unfortunately, there were 2 men in that house. And I'm going to talk about that later, but now you see where it's heading. And this is where it all probably went left. But anyway, this was on November the 3rd, 2018 at the lady Jean. Her name is Jean. And I think that's the one right beside Tamla. The one she has her arm around. The party had supposed to been at 7 p.m. Tamla, she didn't arrive until around about 8:30. You know, she had a family, you know, husband, kids. So she wanted to make sure they was taken care of, you know, probably cooked and everything, making sure they was taken care of. So I think it's supposed to have been a sleepover. You know, said Tamla, she brought over a bottle of tequila, but they said she was the only one drinking the tequila. So I'm going to pretty much just end it right there until the next part. I'm just going to show you a little more of the clip. Maybe a few seconds. I don't know. Then talk about it. But like I said, this is just to bring awareness about being the only black person around a group of Caucasians. We just got to be careful. Check out part 2.